Oh, look at that! Oh, my little Jedi warrior there.
I'm dark side, actually.
You are the dark side. What does that mean? So those people who don't know, what does that mean?
When you eat your lightsaber, do you eat the red one last?
That's not red on the camera.
Actually, it is. Look.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. But right here, it's very vivid red.
Yeah, it is.
So explain to me why May the 4th was a week ago, and you're dressed as a druid.
Not dressed as a druid. These are my dark Jedi robes.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I didn't mean to offend the Jedis.
Or the druids.
Or funny, you don't look druids. Well, he was going to dress up and wear this suit. I figured I'm going to put on my Elvis shades and do what I do. So
actually, that last one you saw there, this one here, it's not just a toy. This one's actually designed to go and beat on people with. You got it. Actually,
what do you mean?
What from the River City Jedi?
Well, what do you mean is meant to beat on people?
Well, this one here.
Do they actually have real fights with these?
I'll show you in a moment. But this one here, it's a toy. It's a replica of Yoda's lightsaber.
Uh-huh.
And upstairs, I've got Luke's.
I know. This house is filled with this stuff.
And I've got Darth Maul's. But it does have a polycarbonate tube on it.
Oh, polycarbonate.
But the problem lies is that it's got LEDs that run all the way up it, so that when you turn it on, it climbs. You see that? Just like the lightsabers do in the movie.
That's correct.
Okay. This one, you turn it on, it's got a very bright LED at the bottom, and it just turns on and off. This one doesn't have any noise. You can get modules for this.
So if you have a bigger saber, do you get lightsaber envy?
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
In fact, you can move the small ones around quite quickly. This one's also battle ready.
Oh, good. Oh, wow, look at that there. And if you hit something, it makes a noise? Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
See,
and on top of that, you can change the color of this one.
Wow.
And you can even change the noises in this one.
Stop, I'm getting excited.
Prices have come down a lot, though, in time. And at night, when you're outside at night and the kids are swinging them around.
Yep.
We used to take them to karate camp with us and just let the kids go crazy, swinging them around. The only rule was because I took my replicas out there.
Yep.
You weren't allowed to smack them against each other really hard.
Well, that's not a good idea.
Because you could break the LED in the middle.
Well, then you can break a kid's head.
You can only. Well,
the only thing I have.
There'd be more danger of breaking somebody's head with this.
The only thing I have that's Star Wars related, and I've had this, honest to God, since it came out. 1981, Return of the Jedi, Yoda. Oh, look, he's green. You can't see him.
Hang on, we can fix that.
Okay.
Hang on, bring it here.
He's headless.
I've got. You'll see me looking away from time to time because I've got a secondary computer here. We're actually running the show.
I can't believe it. I got that rare headless Yoda. There he is. What's with the echo?
Oh, hang on, I forgot to.
Hello. I'm your father.
I forgot to turn off the mic.
Yeah, so that's
that sounded good though.
I did, didn't it? That's a hand puppet, and it's from 1981, Return of the Jedi, and they're kind of hard to find. You might find one or two here and there, and I've seen them on eBay going for lots of money, and I've had offers on that one, but it ain't going anywhere.
Ooh,
you sound just like Grover because the same guy who did the voice of Grover did the voice of Yoda.
Or Miss Piggy.
Frank Oz.
Yeah.
Frank Oz did the voice of that. Yeah.
Bad you smell.
You smell. I have to rinse that out now that your hand's been in it.
Just wait till later. Anyways, we've got a guest on tonight.
Yes.
He's from the River City Jedi. And he's going to be explaining what they are and who they are. But I thought, people think that, people just grab these, put them on the wall, smack their cats with them.
Yeah,
but they don't. They actually have competitions with this.
Kind of like sword fights,
like fencing more.
Okay, I like saying sword.
Yeah, it's like Knife.
Kniffy.
Knife. All right, so sword. So here I'm going to show you a little bit of a video, and then we're going to bring on Matthew, who's one of the instructors at River City Jedi.
Cool.
Now, I do believe this was after competition, but this is more of a display.
Yeah,
I think this is more choreographed to some degree.
Oh, sure, but still,
But they've added some better sounds and they added some music to it.
it's pretty amazing.
Because there's no way in a battle you'd switch sabers like that.
I don't know the rules.
Well, you grab my saber, I'm cutting off your arm.
Oh,
But even still, look at how fast, look at how these guys are going. And they're using these kinds of sabers.
so why is the guy got the double saber? And that's kind of an unfair advantage.
It didn't work for Maul. I don't think it's going to work for
Yeah,
him.
Darth Maul, he just came and
Anyway,
went, didn't he?
Yeah, he died quickly. I'm going to get rid of the second.
He's right up with the Jar Jar Binks, isn't
Which
he?
one is that? There we go. There we go. Hey, Matthew.
Hey, everybody.
Hi!
Welcome to Now What?
Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. That's pretty impressive stuff out there.
That clip was actually one of my favorites. That actually wasn't at a lightsaber competition. That was at a legitimate fencing competition, and they did a display for everyone there.
Ah,
No way.
When that came out, because everybody knew that I'm involved in this, I was getting peppered with links to this video. Matthew, you got to see this. You got to see this. You're going to love it. And I really like what they did there. There's a lot of choreography that went into that little 2.5, 3 minutes.
Well, now Mark's heavily into this, but I am not. Not that I don't like it. I love Star Wars. I love the movies. But as a guy who knows nothing about your organization, I'm going to ask what the audience might ask is, what are you guys all about, and how did this come about?
Well, I think it originally started as just a bunch of friends having fun. A couple of the original founders just loved swordplay themselves, and they were taking it into their own hands with bokens and other weapons, and then they discovered combat-grade lightsabers. I had the same amount of amazement when I found out, too, because I originally found the group because I was just into collecting. I almost have the entire FX collection, like the Yoda one that you were brandishing earlier.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I saw the group at Comic-Con. I walked up and I was like, how much for a saber? And I think they quoted me something a little drastic at the time. And I kind of walked away. No, too rich for my blood. And then a year later, I ended up coming back and started training with them because it's amazing. So
what do you guys do? How do you compete? What is the group all about?
Well, it's more of a martial arts class, and everybody has a very high love for Star Wars. The lightsaber choreography has managed to bring it into a way that we can do it as a fitness as well as enjoying our fandom at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to ask something?
Well, I mean, do you guys actually? Okay, I'm going to get nerdy here, and this is where I leave John behind.
That's okay.
In the Jedi, there are multiple fighting styles. Have you guys broken them down and then started learning them and teaching them?
Well, somebody had actually already done that for the community, and how can I put this? Dave mentioned it on CTV earlier in the week, is that the lightsaber can be adapted to any fighting style, right? Most forms of swordplay revolve around how the weapon itself can cut, where the edge is. And a lightsaber is an omnidirectional blade. So you can adapt it to any single fighting style with a sword. Reference would be kendo, fencing, German longsword, Chinese longsword, Chinese Dao are some of the main ones that are very represented in each of the 7 forms.
Yeah, I've studied in Meibukan Goju Ryu Karate, and we do the staff. The bow staff. And I took, during summer camp, as I was mentioning earlier, I took my Darth Maul saber out there and adapted it to the at nighttime, I adapted it to the kata that we were using, and everybody was just like looking at me like I was some kind of crazy man. But at the end,
No way.
they were asking me if I could teach them how to do that.
So
All I did was
can you carve a turkey with a lightsaber?
not mine,
can
but
try.
I'm sure you could.
Might not be much turkey left. I mean,
No, I don't think there would
No.
be. So, what was the attraction to you? Tell me your first Star Wars experience. What? Because this is such a phenomenon, a pop culture phenomenon that's been going on. I remember going to the theater to see the first one in 1977, and unbelievable. Matter of fact, Elvis Presley rented Star Wars for private viewing before it hit the theaters. A little trivia for you, and you know it hit some people and makes a lifelong fascination with it. Other people just can't tune into it. But what was your memory of it? How did you get into it? And what keeps you going with this wonderful, iconic, you know, pop culture?
Well, I was born just a little after Return of the Jedi came out, so I didn't actually get to see anything in theaters until Phantom Menace. But my mother, being a big sci-fi fan, I had the original VHS growing up. So I had A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, and I just remember watching them as a kid and then falling in love. Like, I mean, what's not to love about Star Wars? You got space fights, laser swords,
Yeah, robots.
magic, yeah, robots. Like, there's everything in there.
But the key is with Star Wars is actually finding a girl that they can enjoy it the same as you.
You'd actually be surprised how many women out there actually do really love Star Wars. Some of them are more fanatical than us. Willow's one. She's got her Leia outfit, and there's a picture of us actually together that was in the Free Press.
But then again, I know people that actually walked out of it.
Yes, you
because
do.
they couldn't wrap their head around it. I personally love it, and you know what? Alec Guinness said. You know, he was kind of disgruntled on the set the whole time. He wasn't really a big fan of being part of it, but evidently he had a mortgage to pay, and he kept calling it a silly little film.
I know. I've heard a few things where Alec Guinness really wasn't too pleased with the fandom, and he thought it was kind of hokey. But
yeah, but look at it now.
Yeah,
I know it's amazing.
It's an industry. It's a whole industry. You know, it's worldwide love for this magical world, this fantastic world. You know, and I just think it's fabulous. They did do a couple of ones that, like the Wookiee Christmas one.
Yep, the Wookiee Christmas one.
Yeah, what the hell were you thinking?
And one of my favorite things is that in The Big Bang Theory, when they had Mark Hamill on, he goes, "How did you know what they were saying?" He goes, I was on Kashyyyk. When was I on Kashyyyk? and the comic book guy, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Anyways, he says, "Yeah. It was in the Christmas special."
Oh, yeah, the Wookiee Christmas special.
Charmaine says she watched Star Wars and she loved it.
Well, good. There you go. Excellent stuff. So how often do you guys get together, and how does someone get involved with you?
Well, we're really easy to find. We're the only River City Jedi on Facebook. So
well, I assume so.
First than that. But we usually meet up every 2 weeks, Sunday nights for 2 hours. Prior to COVID and the whole pandemic, we were at Red River College. We had a space there. Once the lockdowns ensued at first, we kind of had to figure something out. And right now we have a space, I guess it'd be in, I'm trying to think which way to, it's this Inkster Industrial Park, I think it is.
Okay,
It's
yeah, right near us.
Yeah,
off Plymouth Avenue, we have a space and a gym.
Oh,
that's right by my work, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But
is there a criteria to join?
A love of Star Wars and a willingness to learn.
Oh, well,
and no fear of being smucked with a lightsaber.
Oh,
well, that comes a little later. I mean, there are accidents when you're training, but
the smucking comes later.
Yeah, we used to be taught, you know, you don't apologize for hitting somebody with during training.
Mm-hmm.
You can apologize later, but not during training. If they got hit, it was their fault.
Oh, baloney. If you whack me with a lightsaber, I'm blaming you.
And you don't block, it's not my fault.
I'm blaming you.
You can blame me all you want.
I don't care if you're wearing a Jedi bathrobe. You hit me with a lightsaber, I'll be very upset.
Turn you into a popsicle.
That's probably what would happen.
It's going to sting, too.
Oh, yes, it probably would. Yeah, it would sting. Yeah.
So do you guys grade people as they go up?
It's generally on a person-to-person basis, but if we feel that they are absorbing enough of the material, and if they themselves are ready, we have some students that come to our class with no interest in combat whatsoever, and they just want to learn the style and play with the lightsabers.
Well, that's pretty cool. But I assume once they're involved with that and get enveloped in that, they want to do more. I'm just thinking.
Again, it's up to the person. Like I came in as a love of Star Wars, and I have a background in martial arts, Shotokan karate when I was a kid. So I mean,
Shotokan.
Yeah, and a love of sword fighting. And when I came in and realized that I'm going to learn how to sword fight as well as doing it holding a lightsaber, I was enthralled. I loved it.
Now, how much of this eats up your personal life? Because some people get really obsessive.
No, I don't.
Are we talking Star Wars or River City Jedi?
I'm talking the whole shebang.
The whole shebang. Star Wars it's a pretty big part of my life, especially now with Disney Plus, and you have everything at your disposal, right?
Oh, okay, Disney Plus. All right, so people, why we're talking about this, May 4th was just last week, and that is International Star Wars Day, and it came from a meme. May the 4th be with you, which was a play on May the Force be with you.
No, really?
Which is, there are people out there that don't know Mr. Beard. And
you have a beard?
Yeah, but mine's pretty. And mine's very Jedi-ish.
You have corn in it.
That's from dinner. And so anyways, it came from a meme, May the 4th be with you. And so it grew and it grew and it grew. Everybody who's a Star Wars fan and loves it just absorbed this. And it became our international holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, So they released the Bad Batch.
Oh yeah.
On the 4th.
What's that?
Well, what they did was, if you watch the movies, right?
Yes.
Number 2 was
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones, right? So they created the clones. Between 2 and 3, there are 7 seasons of animated series called The Clone Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it takes everything that's happened all the way through up to and even at the same time it kind of aligns itself with the third movie, Revenge of the Sith, okay, to the point where Order 66 is given, where the clones kill all the Jedi.
I'm lost.
So in the last season, they introduced 4 clones that were altered, and they're really kind of crazy, a little bit wacky, a little bit,
yeah,
very, very out of the norm. All the other clones are all the same. They're identical. They're clones. One's super strong, one's super smart, one has heightened senses, and one is an incredible shot, right? Marksman. So they've created an entire, what is it called? Another series off of it, where the
spin-off
of the Bad Batch. And it was so good.
It was really good. I was really happy that they were going to bring in those guys again, because I thought that was really interesting. It was something they'd never touched base on with the clones before. You have this raw genetic code of I can't think of anything else, of an absolute badass Jango Fett.
Yep, absolutely.
Then they decide to tweak it a little bit to see what they can do with it, and you're resulted with this Clone Force 99.
Yep.
And yeah, it was a great idea for a spinoff, and like you said, they're kind of aligning things and tying it in, where you see clones that are sitting in watching Palpatine give his speech. And I remember watching that when he's talking about how the attack on my life has left me scarred, and all I can think is that Padme's watching this in the stadium right now, going, this is how liberty dies. Like, you're, as a fan, you catch all those little nuances, and you know where everyone is during all of this.
And so now you actually saw it from the other side of the war, which was really, really cool. They really took it. And the other thing is that people used to always say, well, if we had clones, why did we all of a sudden get stormtroopers? Like, where'd the clones go?
I don't know.
Right? Well,
see, there's a lot of different versions of that too.
Yeah.
Because in Legends, the clones were wiped out. I've read that when the rebellion started, the first place they hit was the clones.
Yeah, the Camino. Yeah.
Yeah, to take out the clones and wipe out their army, right?
Yep.
But in this one, it seems. I hope I'm not spoiling it for anybody. I hope that anybody watching has seen
Well,
it.
they hint as to where it's going.
Yeah, they send Tarkin in to evaluate
Yeah.
the clones almost as if they've served their purpose.
Yeah, if they're that manipulated, if you can manipulate them that easy, who else can manipulate them too, right?
Yeah.
So
And I mean,
it was really good. I mean, I was like, I was jonesing and getting ready, and the closer it got on the third, I was actually vibrating.
Which isn't pretty.
But yeah, so did you guys all get together with the River City Jedi and watch it from socially distant spaces?
no, I ended up watching it at home myself. I actually almost forgot about it, and I turned on the.
That's it. You're out. You're out of the group. You know what it is? Star Wars, basically, what it breaks down to is an age-old story. Black versus white, good guys, bad guys, black hat, white hat. And
Cowboys,
yeah, exactly.
Everybody else.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's Lone Ranger and it's spy versus spy, and it breaks down to good versus evil, which is been done so many times in film, but nothing like this, at all. No,
this has gone crazy, and it's awesome.
And so what happens from here? I want your predictions. What's going to happen film wise? Do you think they have all these offshoots like Han Solo, which was a very good movie? I thought
Han Solo was good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yep.
I like how they tied in that special cameo at the very end. Like, I think there's a lot of room for them to explore parts of the Star Wars universe without the Jedi or the Sith involved, and they've been doing that. They did it with Rogue One. They've done it with Han Solo. They're doing it with Bad Batch. I mean, there is some Jedi in there, but it's, like you mentioned the cowboy, and then that brings up the Mandalorian. That was a space Western.
Pretty much.
Western in space.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Leia's story. I'd like to see how that whole thing came about.
I can't wait for Obi-Wan. That's going to be so good. They've started filming it.
He's dead.
That one's huge, because up until now, as far as we knew, the last time that Vader and Obi-Wan clashed was on Mustafar, and then they didn't see each other again until the Death Star. Yeah. But now we're realizing that there's a chance that they actually clashed again somewhere in that 19-year gap.
Yeah, well, that's part one. I really wish that they didn't kill Maul in Rebels. Is that before or after? That's after. Rebels is after.
Nope. Rebels is just before A New Hope.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So it's after Clone Wars. I'm thinking it's after Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So that's a good spot. So maybe they'll have a spot with Maul in there too. I mean, that would be cool.
It's possible. There was a comic book written where, again, like they did in the Rebels story, where Maul went looking for Obi-Wan on Tatooine, and then realized he was watching over Luke, and he actually tried to kill Luke and Owen, or is it Owen? Lars? Yeah, there was a whole fight scene there, and I thought it was still kind of neat. Like, I have a special place for Maul. That guy went through hell.
Well, when they brought him back in Clone Wars, I was like, what? That's just crazy. And he had those machine spider legs.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's just too cool.
Yeah, and when that happened, I started looking into it and realized that there were legend stories about how Maul had survived, and I was like, okay, well, let's see what you guys are going to do with this.
Do you know what we're talking about here?
Of course I do. He was cut in half in the movie.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't like Maul. I thought he was a nothing character.
But
that's all you see in the movie.
In the movie, they didn't give him anything.
There was no time.
No, they just basically threw him in. Okay, swing your lightsaber at him, and you guys get to fight a little bit. Then you're off screen. And I mean, the problem with 1, 2, and 3 was that there was no bad guy.
No, there was a lot of speculation about who it was going to be.
Don't ever do this again.
You can only see one of them. So. But there was no bad guy. Like when in A New Hope, when Darth Vader walked on for the first time, you knew he was the big bad mofo. He was going to be the one to mess everybody up, and that was that.
Okay. You know what I'd like to see? I think you should get your little trusty camera out sometime, because you go out there and do stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I want to see you two battle.
He'd kill me.
So what? I'm putting my money on him, boy. I'll tell
No,
you
I
that
would put my
one.
money on him too. I've never trained with swords. My son,
Yeah.
though, my son has trained with samurai sword.
No, that's great. We're talking
And,
lightsabers.
no, but you take one of these and you put it into somebody who's trained with a sword against somebody who is
What
trained
do you
with
mean
a
he's
stick.
trained with?
My son is the black belt in he's a 3rd-degree black belt in Meibukan Goju.
Oh, that son.
And-
That son. Okay.
Yeah, Eric. And he's also a black belt in Aikido,
Well,
the art of drawing and slashing.
well, I'm a chastity belt.
You is. So yeah, no, Matt would kill me. In
Okay.
fact, anybody who's been there 3 or 4 times would probably beat the living crap out of me.
I would pay to see that.
Personally, I might pass on that until you had some more training. It's not going to be any fun for me.
It'd be too easy, right?
You'd be surprised at what a beating I can take.
It'd be like a wedding night over in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it'd be dangerous for both of us, though, actually, because you've probably never been in combat like that before with a lightsaber.
Not a lightsaber. I have though with a stick.
What?
Yeah, no,
The hell?
I was
Are you talking about the bow staff?
yeah. Well, I didn't have a bow staff.
You mean the
with me.
Daffy Duck thing? Like pillar. You know,
Whack.
whack.
Yeah, no. One night, I was unloading my DJ gear, and somebody tried to steal out of my van while I am standing there my laptops. So I grabbed a stick and I beat the guy within an inch of his pathetic little life.
I want to see pictures.
I wish I had pictures.
Okay.
But no, actually, the first thing I hit him with was my speaker stand and broke the speaker stand.
That will do it.
That I can show you. And then
That
right
will do
after
it.
he
A
attacked me
speaker
again, I
stand.
picked up a stick.
A speaker stand would definitely do it.
That sounds like it would hurt. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, then I called the police and they showed up and it was fun.
All right.
But yeah, so if somebody wants to come and learn to be a Jedi or a Sith, or do you train Sith?
Train everybody to be what they
Good.
want to be.
So you're gray. You're right down the middle.
Me? No, definitely a Jedi.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah,
a Jedi.
I'm
I used to want to be a Sith like everyone else because, force lightning, you can be bad if you want to be, but the older I got, the more I kind of fell for Obi-Wan. I would rather be that kind of Jedi.
I'm more of a Mace Windu kind of guy.
Yeah, well, everybody wants to be Mace because he seems to play the bad boy on the good side.
Well, he does. He taps into the bad to do for good. He kind of ran. He really rode that rail.
Mhm. Yeah, he created his own 7th form, the pod.
Yeah. Do you guys have that in your? Repertoire?
There's only one person who does that, and he's more on the dark side. He fights like Juyo, but he wouldn't use that against anybody inexperienced.
Yeah.
I can get pretty mean.
That would be funny. I'd love to see that.
I've been
Anyways,
on the receiving end.
we'd love to see you guys on here again.
I'm sure many of us would be welcome to come back.
I'm happy. Maybe one of these days, if you guys are on a day other than a Sunday, because we're here on a Sunday, I'd love to come and shoot some footage with you guys.
You could try and work something out with that. It's more of finding whose schedules mesh up. Like right now tonight, I'm on because everybody else had prior engagements. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Well, not only that, we got the new restrictions. It's a nightmare out there. So
And I'm sure
Yeah.
everybody would just love to see me get my rump handed to me by somebody with a lightsaber.
excellent. Well, thanks so much for being here. We're going to get you back on. We'll get the group on. We're going to have some fun with that.
well, thank you very much for having me.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you, my friend.
All right.
Cheers.
Okay. Oh, where's the button?
What
I can't
button?
Find I can't find the button.
You can't
Where's
find the button.
I'm working on 2 computers here. It's funny. So it's Mother's Day.
Live long and prosper.
Oh my! Wow.
Yeah, well, I had to throw in some Star Trek here to even out the boat a bit. Yeah, it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, moms out there. And no matter what kind of mom, it takes all types of moms.
Yes.
And you're making the world go round. And I thank you very, very much.
that was my line.
And I'm serious from the bottom of my heart. It takes well, if you don't think women are the superior sex, you're an idiot.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Women run the boat, and I thank goodness for that.
Yeah. So I've got a picture of your mom here.
Oh yeah, this is my mom. Unfortunately, we lost her almost 30 years ago. And
I've just got to bring it back up.
okay,
Here.
yeah, my mom was
Accidentally
a
closed
wonderful
the
woman. She
window.
was an artist. Came from a blue blood family in New England, of course, you know. And
There she is.
now there's my mom in the middle.
Which one's you?
I'm the little dude in the chair, like I'm ready to take a meeting. Look at that. I'm like, yeah, okay.
You're in the chair. Look at
Yeah,
you.
look at my little resume, my leg crossed like that. That's my sister Arlene, my brother Tiger, right next to my mom with the dark hair, and Rick, who's on the grass there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Most of you have met my mother. She's been on the show many times. I forgot to send her the link today.
That's okay. We know your mom. She's wonderful.
And this is my stepmother.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Linda. She's married to my dad in Calgary.
Well, that's what stepmothers do. They marry your dad.
Oh my mothers both can cook 2 totally different styles of food, but so wonderful.
Oh, that's delightful.
It is. So I thought I'd give you some Mother's Day trivia and see what you know.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready. You're springing this on me. This is true. I had no idea this was coming.
Okay. Yep. So on what day is Mother's Day celebrated? These are multiple choice. In the United States, Australia, and Canada. First Sunday of May, second Sunday of May, fourth Sunday of May, or third Sunday of May?
Mother's Day? Well, obviously it's the second Sunday of May.
That is correct. In the Roman Catholic Church, the holiday is strongly associated with admiration to whom? Delilah, Virgin Mary, Eve, or Mary Magdalene?
Mary Magdalene.
That is incorrect. It is the Virgin Mary. There were a total of 188 named women named in the Bible. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you know with Let It Be, Paul McCartney, the Beatles song, Mother Mary, he's not talking about the biblical Mary. He's talking about his own mother who died. And
I'd heard that. I think maybe you told me that.
yeah, when he was going through a really rough period, and his mother came to him in his dream and said, "Let it be. It'll all be okay."
That's cool.
Yeah.
What president made Mother's Day an official national holiday in the United States? George Washington, Woodrow Wilson, John F. Kennedy, or Abraham Lincoln?
Woodrow Wilson.
Woodrow Wilson in 1914.
That's right. The year my mother was born.
Mother's Day is the biggest holiday in the United States for which one of these? Greeting card sales, flower sales, chocolate sales, long distance telephone calls.
Greeting cards.
Incorrect.
What?
Long distance telephone calls.
Well, my mother's call would be very long distance.
Yeah, very. Valentine's Day is the busiest for florists.
Oh yeah, of course. I can see that. Yeah, sure.
What is the traditional Mother's Day flower in the United States? A rose, a carnation, sunflower, or a tulip?
Because it's spring, I would say tulip.
It is the carnation.
I knew that.
The
I meant to
tradition
say that.
started in 1906 when Anna Jarvis started wearing her mother's favorite flower with a white carnation.
I meant to say carnation, but I stutter.
That's right. They're spelled the same.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the highest documented number of children born to one mother?
Well,
Not at one time. Not at one time. But 59, 39, 69, or 49.
Well, it's not 69. You don't get pregnant that way. I would say, what were the choices again?
I was not expecting that.
No, you weren't.
59, 39, 69,
39.
49. 39, you say?
Yep.
It is actually 69. I cannot say her name. Miss Masilev.
She couldn't say her
Had
name
69
either.
children between 1725 and 1760.
Well, that's because they didn't have TV.
No, they did not.
No.
Or a good deck of cards. What is the traditional Mother's Day flower in Australia? Rose, chrysanthemum, daisy, or carnation?
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum.
I know.
Because the name ends with mum.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's a 69 joke in there too from the land down under.
Yeah.
I'm in the mood tonight.
According to recent polls, Mother's Day ranks where in the terms of most popular holidays? Fourth, third, second, or first?
I would say, what was it?
Fourth, third, second, or first?
Third.
Third, right behind Christmas and Easter.
There you go.
The youngest recorded mother is Lena Medina, who gave birth to a boy in Lima, Peru. In 1939, how old was she at the time? 5, 6, 7, or 8?
Oh, come on. That's disgusting.
I didn't say it was right. I just said, I'm just reading out.
I'm not even going to dignify that. 8, and I hope the guy got a bullet in his head.
5 years.
I hope he got
And 7
2
months,
bullets
to
in
be
his
exact.
fucking head.
How is that even possible?
3 bullets in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for bringing the show to a complete halt.
No, it's weird.
What else we got?
In 2010, the most births occurred in what month of the United States?
2010.
June, September, July, or May?
Okay. I would say, what year?
Sharon Boudreau, a new viewer, had guessed 8, just like you did.
No, 8. No, a woman just.
No, you'd guessed 8
what?
years old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really, 5 years old.
That's
We'll figure that out.
disgusting.
I don't even know how that's physically possible.
Oh, don't
But,
stop it. Drop it.
As of 2010, the most births occurred in what month? In the United States.
Yep.
June, September, July, or May?
July.
September in 2010. More babies arrived in September than in any other month. I think Amazon was on high call that.
It might have been. It could be. What else we got, Chief?
In the Bible, who was credited with being mother of all the living? Mary Magdalene, Eve, Delilah, or the Virgin Mary?
I'm not a big Bible reader. I would say
You want me to read those names again?
no. Mother of all. Mother Nature should be it, but it. We'll go with Mary.
It is Eve. Eve was the first woman.
You know what I
created
don't
by
get
God.
about this? Every painting you see of Adam and Eve, this goes to my whole philosophy. Every painting you see of Adam and Eve, any biblical picture of Adam and Eve, they have belly buttons. Explain that.
I can.
There's no umbilical cord.
They were painted on.
Yep. Go ahead. Next question.
On average, how many diaper changes will a mother perform in a baby's by the baby's second birthday? 5,300, 7,300, 4,300, or 6,300?
5,300.
7,300. That's about 10 a day.
Wow. Well, move away from Taco Bell.
What percent of babies are born on their due date?
Oh, that's a good one.
5%?
That's a good one.
10%, 15%, or 20%?
Gosh, that's a tough one.
Sharon got that one right.
All right, Sharon, my Sharon.
Oh, Sharon also says her sister had 6 kids in October, winter months in Montana.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Hey, Sharon, are you or your if you're Winnipeg based, are you entered in our Mother's Day
Contest.
draw? Yeah, and it should tell you if you are a mother, or if you know of a mother, and you would in Winnipeg or Manitoba, because Smitty's is a Winnipeg
Entity.
Please give us your name. And what was
You
that?
lost a button off your Jedi robe.
Give us your name and we will enter you in the draw. The draw is going to be done in about 12 minutes, live on the screen.
Yes,
As you can see. Hang on.
I'm so excited about this.
What did you say? What percentage did you?
I would say.
Sharon is in Florida. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, my Sharona.
That's wonderful. Thank you for joining
Hi,
us.
thanks for
From
watching us.
Florida.
We're idiots from Canada. Okay,
Yes, we
so
are.
actually I'm from Boston, but I moved here 30 years ago.
What percentage of babies were born on their due date? 5, 10, 15, or 20?
I'd say 15.
15. I'm going to guess. I've not seen these. I know about as much about these as you do, so I'm going to guess 20. 5% of babies.
Whoa!
Boy babies outnumber girl babies on coming on their due date.
Yeah, that's funny because we want to get out of there quickly, but we spend the rest of our life.
There's kids listening.
Who cares? We
Okay.
spend the rest of our life trying to get back in there.
Yeah, crazy.
What do you mean kids are listening?
Yes, I know of at least a couple of mothers that have children listening.
Oh, I'm sorry. But this show's uncensored.
Your neighbor is Canadian. Oh, wonderful. Where from Canada are they? Maybe we don't know them.
Do you know Bob from Canada?
I love that question. Where was I? I was in Mexico with my first wife.
Your first wife?
My first wife.
Okay.
We went to Cancun.
Yep.
And somebody said, "Oh, so where are you from?" I said, "From Canada." And they actually asked, "Where in Canada?" And I said, "Richmond, BC." And they said, "Do you know Dave?" And I looked him square in the eye, and I didn't even take a breath. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Dave died."
Oh, no.
And the guy looks at me like, "What?"
Yeah.
I said, "You know how many people named Dave in Canada?"
It was a moose accident. A moose ran him over, and we're very sorry about that.
It's funny, people down south don't know a lot about Canada.
I'll tell you. I'll give you a story about that that'll blow that one out of the water. I was performing at the Montreal Just for Laughs Comedy Festival, and I'm at the airport before the shuttle picked all the shuttles kept coming to pick up comedians, take us to the various hotels where we were staying. And this comedian from Texas was here, big fella. And he looks at me, and we're talking a little bit, and he goes, "So tell me, how big is Canada?" And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" And he goes, "Well, how big? Is it like the size of California, Texas? How big is it?" I go, "Buddy, it's larger than the USA, and it's a bigger landmass. It's a very big landmass. It's bigger than the United States." And he got mad. He goes, "No, my daddy's saying the USA is the biggest and greatest country in the world." And I said, "Oh, your dad's an idiot."
Yep, your daddy wrong.
Your daddy be wrong, son.
Your daddy be wrong, son.
Let me slap you. Wow! I hit you. I am so sorry. Where'd I hit you?
Right in the eye.
My glasses
My glasses protected me.
Oh, good. That was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's going on the blooper roll.
Yep. Just like how you pushed me off the chair numerous times.
So, anyways, yeah.
You lost your train of thought, didn't you?
Yeah. Like I was saying, Americans don't know a lot about Canada.
No, they don't.
Some of them think we're a state.
My own family asked me, "Do you get CNN up there?" No, never heard of it.
We don't even have TV.
No.
So
we have hand puppets.
my brother Adrian.
Yep.
He
Who names their boy Adrian? That's
my mother and father.
Oh, hi, folks. Sorry about that.
Adrian, he's my youngest brother.
Yep.
26 years younger than me.
26 years younger?
Yeah, he's the offspring of my father and stepmother, Minda.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Kudos to your dad and that vitamin E.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Vitamin E help. Vitamin V. So my brother has a friend down in the States. They met through work.
Right.
And so they were talking. And one day they were on like this group chat with a bunch of Americans.
I just realized we're in the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Sorry.
So they were just all over the place, right?
Yep.
And talking with I think he was like 5 or 6 Americans all on this group chat with him. And he had convinced them that on their 18th birthday, Canadians' 18th birthday, the government give them a mandated beaver. A government mandated beaver that they must take care of. It is law.
I'm not.
And he had them believing it.
I'm not. You said we have kids watching. I'm going to shut up and listen.
I never even thought of it that way.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Pig. In fact, my brother was telling me this while we were walking through Banff, and I went into one of these stores, and then there's this big stuffed beaver. I've got a picture of it, and I posted, "I got my Canadian mandated beaver in the mail today."
And then he got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a funny kid. I unfortunately did not get to grow up with him.
Okay. Yeah.
I babysat him when he was little for a little while before we moved from Vancouver to Winnipeg.
Right.
But he was a hellion.
Really?
He was a little ADD-ish, I think.
Stop throwing that around.
No, I'm not saying that he was ADD. I'm saying he acted it.
Yeah.
Ish. And he'd walk up to one of my daughters and just smack them for no reason. And it was like, "Hey, Adrian, stop it." And he'd come up to me, goes, "They deserved it." Why? Because they're bigger than me.
Well, don't get me started on ADD. They tried to get my son on Ritalin when he was a kid in school, and I fought it tooth and nail. I had a stack this thick about paperwork. And yes, some kids need to be on it, and I get that. But I think primarily it's for, a small margin of it is for lazy parents and lazy teachers. Just don't want to deal with it.
Sometimes, yeah, I think so.
I think so. And just my opinion. You can write letters if you want. Okay, so what are we doing now? Mike, I didn't mean to.
Oh, you know what? I want to show that video.
Oh yes.
So during the research on the Star Wars stuff that I was doing, I found this 3-minute video. You're gonna love this. I think you're gonna love this.
Is it the Buzz Lightyear one?
Yeah, it's Darth Vader versus Buzz Lightyear.
And it's so well done. Buzz Lightyear if he ran into Darth Vader.
Oh, that's me with Darth Vader.
Oh, look at you.
And there's me with Darth Vader again.
Yep.
I've actually got a great picture of me with R2D2.
Oh, I have one of me with R2D2 too. R2D2 too.
R2D2?
R2D2 as well.
All right, so here you go. Enjoy this, and then after this,
we'll do the draw.
We'll be ready for the draw.
Yes. Hit it, Mark.
That's cool.
I've got you now, Zerd.
The Force is weak with this one. Not defeat.
Oh, his arm came off. But he's a doll.
He's beating him with his arm.
Puts the bag on. That is the coolest Buzz Lightyear suit I've ever seen.
Isn't it? It's realistic.
You cannot hide forever.
With a rock.
You don't know the power.
You don't know the power of the dark side. And beyond, and beyond.
The batteries are out. Andy.
Well, what do you know?
You got a friend in me.
I just want to take a second to credit Stefan Smith for doing the soundtrack for this video. It was amazing, as I'm sure you know. And Derek Duncan and Chase Brackley for being in the video, and then my brother Seth McMurray for producing the video. All of their links, as well as mine, will be in.
That
so
was
cool.
fantastic. I love when the batteries came out of his backpack at the end, and you saw Woody coming up. And that was very nice. It was very well done too.
I thought so. I thought it was fantastic. All right, I think it's time we give away some stuff. I wish why is my father calling me? I'm on a show.
Yeah, Dad. Anyways, let's play the game where you can win some wonderful prizes. What are they, Mark?
From Go For The Music and from Now What, we're giving you $25 gift certificate to Smitty's restaurant.
Yes.
From Chris Jensen Studios.
Very good.
High quality photography. We are giving away $300 personal photo shoot.
Gadzooks.
Yep. And from Balloons and Bouquets, $50 plant.
A plant or a floral bouquet?
No, it's a plant, an indoor plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice. Thank you all.
So
our fine sponsors.
The winner, we're gonna have to get a hold of them and get their information. If you see this, if you happen to be watching and you see this, and contact me with your information so that I can then give it to the
prize giving people,
and they'll get in contact with you so that you can get your prize.
That is so awesome. That's for moms everywhere.
It is.
All right, let's do the big wheel. This is so cool, this new graphic. So, okay, what do I do?
You just smile.
I'm going to have a sip of my old Canada dry ginger ale.
All right, here we go. So
these are all the names.
These are all the names. Should I read out all the names?
No, we don't have time.
Okay. Well, we got everybody. People have been giving me their names for the last 3 days, and I've been putting them in. So here we go. Should we make it full screen on here?
Oh, go crazy! Yeah, sure, full screen.
All right, let's make us full screen here.
I'm easy. Ask anybody.
And here we go.
Oh boy. We should have like Wheel of Fortune music or something. Oh, you pronounce that one.
Alexis Cramble.
All right, Alexis Cramble. Congratulations.
She actually added her name in today.
Oh, no way.
Alexis Cramble, you are the winner to the $375 gift package. And I will contact you later this afternoon or evening.
Now, the only problem with the $300 photo shoot is, did you tell him we have to be in the photo with her?
I did not.
No, we don't. I'm kidding. Ha, ha, ha. That's why I get paid nothing.
Okay.
All right. So
let's remove this from the
have we come to the end of the show for yet another week?
I think almost.
Good. I got to lie down.
Let's see.
I have a CT scan in the morning. Oh, what do we got?
That's nice. That's nice. Sharon is responding to our conversation here.
Oh no,
because that's funny. Which one's funny? What's funny? Oh, the fact that John wants to be in the pictures.
Well, what can I tell you? I've been on TV for years. I kind of like to be back in front of a camera, but that'll never happen. But I'm not.
The camera doesn't love you.
I know. It's okay. Yep.
But there was something else. What was there else? Let me just see here.
You can find us on Facebook too, you know.
Yeah, you can. Facebook and on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yes. The one more thing for Mother's Day. I've become a TikTok junkie, and I've got a favorite TikToker. She does these Italian songs to torture her mom. And here's one where she's talking about
a real Italian family, but the daughter doesn't quite get it.
Yeah. And so the mother is Sicilian and threatens her in Italian or Sicilian. Is there a different language in Sicily?
No, it's a variation.
Dialect.
It's like a Montreal French as opposed to
okay. All right,
French,
I learned something new.
As opposed
so, anyways,
to Paris, France.
This girl, she does all these songs, old Italian songs, and she switches up the words and bugs her mom. But this one's about making dinner for her mom. Enjoy.
Hit it.
Mama, I wanna make a meal for you, Ma. Ai cookerò pasta. Ai nice
Come viene a
lasagna.
schifalare?
Mamma, I make the best Italian food. I boil the acqua. I la pencio la salsa.
Another TikTok.
Nonna, she used to make the bread and pasta with a very nice sauce, all covered in matzah.
Okay,
Mama,
speech it.
I said but a wine so we can dine. I burned the aqua. I can't cook no more pasta. We must have frozen pizza, pasta in a can.
No per me.
Mystery
No.
meatballs. Are they made from spam? The chef boyardee, pepperoni and cheese. All I've got and maybe say
No, non
please.
ne voglio.
Authentic Italiano from your daughter. You can thank me. Mom, some garlic bread. I made garlic bread.
Ma che
Garlic
cos'è
bread. Garlic
questo?
bread.
Oh my lord, that is so
A
funny.
chef boyardee did it. That's awesome.
But you know, the thing is that she comes up with these things, and her mom just cannot handle it. But her mom won't do anything really bad because she knows she's being filmed.
That's right. And that young lady better sleep with one eye open because Italian mothers, you piss them off, boy, you're toast.
Oh.
And not bad garlic toast. Are we?
I'm a TikTok. Here we go. What's this? She's a TikToker too.
Who?
Sharon.
Sharon is like, she's like,
My Sharona.
she's all over the show. Sharon,
Yes. We
Let's-
love you.
let's get you on the show.
Would you like to be a guest on our show next week? Sharon. Sharon.
It's like any woman you talk to. They
What
do.
is it? Sharon, pet designer.
A pet designer. What the heck's
What do
that?
you, how do you design a pet? I would like a little dog with wings and maybe roller skates for feet.
Yeah. You're sadly gone. You're beyond repair.
Can you believe what kind of a dog that would be? That wouldn't that be
No,
the
I have
most
to.
awesome dog?
I gotta go.
Wouldn't that be an awesome dog?
It would be an awesome dog. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Mother's Day and the Jedis. You guys were great, Mark.
River
thank you so
City
much.
Jedi, I
River
love them.
City Jedis.
Yep.
And watch for upcoming shows every Sunday night, 8 o'clock live. Of course, you can catch us on YouTube.
Oh, hang on. I think she messaged back.
Would you please? All right, I gotta go.
Oh, she dresses them.
What?
Pets.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, Sharon, contact me. Send me a
Is
personal
that like the
message.
time
after
you
this-
had that sheep in lingerie?
I don't even know what to say.
With the Velcro gloves? Oh boy, yeah.
Okay, Sharon, send me a message.
I'm taking my own.
You can find me on Facebook, Mark Dobre. And send me a message, and we'll arrange to have you on next week. And we'll talk about designing clothes for your pets.
That's right. I'm going to bed.
I think that's awesome.
Well, I love you all. I'll see you later.
She makes the clothes.
Night, Chowderhead.
All right. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Remember, watch to the end of the credits.
Thank you.